We chose a felon who is more interested in loyalty, who's more interested in retribution, who's more interested in grift than in democracy. And we chose a felon because we didn't want to elect a Black woman.
Did y'all hear that the 78 million people who voted for Trump, you only voted for Trump so that you not have to elect a Black woman? When you were in that voting booth, you wasn't giving a damn about which one of these presidents were going to be a better president, which one of them were going to correct all of the wrongs we have been making in the last 4 years. You wasn't thinking about none of that. All you cared about, and I'm talking to all 78 million of you who voted for Trump, was making sure that a Black woman did not get this job because this job belongs to a white man, not a Black woman. That's what you was thinking about in the booth.
I don't know what it's going to take for the American people, for 78 million Americans, to deal with what motivated them to make the choice to elect this man again, to make the choice that will allow these people to undermine every fundamental assumption we have, that you can just be disappeared, and then they can argue that, a court is getting in the way of their ability to exercise, foreign policy in some ways, right? I don't know what it's going to take for 78 million Americans to deal with what motivated them to make this choice. And the choice that they've made, we have to just be honest, is to literally throw the Republic into the trash bin. And this is just one example. The tariffs is another, right? They made the choice. Now, what was behind it? We have to grapple with it, because it's the snake, it's the beast coiled up in the heart, the bosom of the country, as Frederick Douglass said. And the fact that they are doubling down on this shows you what kind of human beings they actually are.
Say more.
We chose a felon who is more interested in loyalty, who's more interested in retribution, who's more interested in grift than in democracy. And we chose a felon because we didn't want to elect a Black woman. So to read that, to actually explicate that.
Yeah, you heard that. I'm just going to just take it back 5 seconds. Did y'all hear that part? Did y'all hear that the 78 million people who voted for Trump, you only voted for Trump so that you not have to elect a Black woman? When you were in that voting booth, you wasn't giving a damn about which one of these presidents were going to be a better president, which one of them were going to correct all of the wrongs we have been making in the last 4 years. You wasn't thinking about none of that. You didn't care about bringing back jobs. You didn't care about the economy. You ain't give a damn about none of that. You ain't care about keeping us out of wars. You didn't care about none of that. All you cared about, and I'm talking to all 78 million of you who voted for Trump, all you cared about was making sure that a Black woman did not get this job because this job belongs to a white man, not a Black woman. That's what you was thinking about in the booth. Quick show of hands in the comments. Give me a thumbs up if you voted for Trump, or thumbs down if you voted against Trump, or you voted against Kamala because she was Black. All right? Because that's what this brother is saying. Play this one part one more time. This is ridiculous, bro. It's like they said that he's the king of grift. He's the king of grift? Did you not hear how many times Kamala changed her voice? How many times Kamala tried to blend in with the people she was talking to and telling her same old damn story about growing up as in a single parent home, middle class with good grass, working at McDonald's? You talk about grift? Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is ridiculous.
And we chose a felon because we didn't want to elect a Black woman. So to read that, to actually explicate that, is to say we would rather destroy the Republic than for that to have happened. And until we grapple with it, there's no amount of protesting I could do. There's no amount of resistance that could come into play to actually force 78 million people to grapple with what motivated them to put themselves in this position.
This right here is the ultimate slap in the face to people who are thinking individuals. This right here is the ultimate slap in the face to anybody who say that they love this country and are patriots to this country. I don't know, bro. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It really is. It really is. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. He's saying that all 78 million people that voted for Trump only voted for him so that we not have a black woman president. Let me tell you something, bro. And I'm talking to this gentleman. This gentleman's name is, what's his name? I'm going to find his name because this is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. For him to say something like that shows how out of touch he is. It shows that he believed that all we got to do is hit the street and start complaining, hit the street with some protest or two, and then we can change things. Bruh, you ain't Dr. King. This ain't that. This ain't about civil rights. This ain't about freedom. We've had our freedom for a long damn time, bro. This is somebody who is probably sitting on millions in the bank, and he is acting his ass off, talking about we voted against our people, all because we didn't want a black woman. She's not black. That's one. So that right there makes everything he said pointless. She's not a black woman. She's not. Y'all know Dr. Umar Johnson, right? Dr. Umar Johnson calls himself the King Kong consciousness, the king of African, what is it, panism? Something like that. And he was on a podcast, and these young guys asked him about Kamala. And he said, no, she's not black at all. She's not black. She's not an African American. She has a darker hue. She has melanin in her skin, but she's not black. She never said that she was black up until she started to accept and play that role very, very well. So that's what you call a grifter. Somebody that's not something, but they play a role so that they can achieve a certain goal. That's a grifter. So when he was in the middle of doing his soliloquy, listen to what she says. She says, say more, because she wanted to hear him play the race card. She heard the anger in his voice, and she thought, oh, we're on to something right now. We need for you to cook and say the thing that we know you can say. Come on, black man. Only you can play the race card on this panel. I can't. I'm just a white woman. I need you to do it for me. Pick up what I'm putting down, please. Watch her say more. Listen to this.
Said. And the fact that they are doubling down on this shows you what kind of human beings they actually are.
Say more.
Say more. Say more. And look at him. He's hesitant, but he's going to be obedient. This is what the Democrat Party is. White people put a black person in position and then do like this.